Okay, so I decided that I'm gonna start making videos of pretty much anything that I want to. And sometimes I may include my baby or my friends or whoever. So for starters, if you don't know me and you're just following me on YouTube for whatever reason, I am Ailey. I am 16 and I have a 3-month-old. His name's Noah and he is super duper cute and I love him for like I don't know, I just love him. He is the cutest thing ever. And some people are probably like, okay, I'm gonna be done watching this video. She's just some teen mom that wants attention. But in reality, that's not it. I'm gonna give you my story. So expect this one to be a short slash long video. Um, well, okay, so I was dating this guy, and his name's Dylan, and him and I were together for 2 years, almost 2.5 years, and so I was going to school, and then 8th grade, like in the middle of 8th grade, my mom decided that we were gonna move, and I was really scared because this is the guy that I first made out with in like 7th grade, and I was all like, he's the guy of my dreams, and I really want to date him, da da da, and then I finally won him over because he was dating this other girl, and yeah. Anyway, so I finally got him, and I was super duper happy, and we were together for like 2 months, and then I got really scared, and I broke up with him because I had to move, and then I went out with my ex-boyfriend before him, and that was just stupid on my part. I didn't know why I did that. But anyway, it just didn't make sense. So whatever, childish thing. So then, him and I got back together before I moved, and he slept over the night that we moved here, and he helped us move like bins and all that stuff, and that doesn't even matter, does it? And then, and then, um, so whatever, he slept over that night, and then my mom and her boyfriend went out, and my siblings were already sleeping, and my best friend, well, she's not my best friend anymore, um, she was downstairs doing her hair, and we were upstairs, and like nothing, there was like nothing in the house, whatever. Anyway, you guys don't really care, but yeah, him and I decided that we were gonna take each other's virginities, and we did, and it was like scary, but yet felt right at the time. And so I lost my virginity, and he lost his virginity when we were both in 8th grade. And my advice to you is just wait. Wait until you know that you're the only one in this man's life. Wait till you know that you're 100% dedicated, and don't make the mistakes and cheating on each other, and just know that it's like that's the guy that you really really want to be with. And I'm not saying like, oh, the guy that takes your virginity, you have to be with him forever. Like, that's not how I want it to be or how it should be. I mean, if that's what you're for, then go for it. But my advice is just don't lose your virginity to just anyone. And I'm not saying that Dylan's just anyone, because he is special to me, even though, yeah, anyway. So we were like madly in love, da da da, and from that point on, it was just like we weren't just like little sex buddies or whatever. We were in love, and um, so he slept over at my house like every weekend and every other weekend for 2 years on, and then so just fast forward through all that, and there's those fights and those. I cheated on him. I will admit that I cheated on him, and just mistakes happen. Blah blah. Anyway, we continued on through our relationship, which probably right now he's probably regretting that he took me back, and it would have probably been smarter on our terms for him to just be like, I don't trust you anymore, and just end it there. But we continued on through our relationship, and we stuck it out for 2 and almost a half years, and I got pregnant a year ago, actually, because you're pregnant for 9 months, and our baby Noah is 3 months old. So anyway, so I got pregnant in September of 10th grade year, and September 2nd exactly, and we we knew, like, we knew in a way, and we were like, oh well, maybe my body will just be like, whatever. So we weren't really thinking about it. We just kind of pushed it aside for a while. And then when I started to get bigger, him and I were like, okay, we need to think about what are we going to do, you know. And then he's like, well, I don't want to give him up. And I was like, I don't want to give him up. And then we're like, okay, well, we'll wait a little bit longer and whatnot. So we waited it out until I was 6 months pregnant. And I lived in the basement, and the basement wasn't finished. So it was like super duper cold during the winter. And it was like during the winter time when I was 6 months pregnant. And I had to sleep upstairs on the couch. And so I was sleeping on the couch. And like when you're sleeping, you don't think of whatever. So when I'm awake, I was like hiding my stomach and stuff. But then when I was sleeping, I couldn't do that because hello, I was sleeping. So my mom saw my stomach, and she the next day was like, we need to talk. And I was like, oh shit, she knows. Of course she did. So she like kept saying stuff like, when was the last time you got period? And she like played dumb, and I played dumb with each other, which was just dumb on our part because we could have just been upfront with each other, and we weren't. So I finally took a test with my mom, and I was crying the night before that I took it because I already knew the answer, and she did too, but she just wouldn't admit it. So I took the test, and I was pregnant. And she's like, okay, well, what do you want to do? And we went and told my dad. My dad's like, abortion, abortion. And I was like, no. So I was too far along to get one of those, and I didn't really want to. So I was like, yay. And Dylan was like, yay. And then we stuck it out 3 more months. And um, he was actually born on his due date, June 2nd. And we were like, oh yeah, that's so cool. You know, like not a lot of babies are born on their due date, but whatever. I was like, it's time for you to come out. And he's like, I know, so he came out. And um, Dylan was at the hospital, and he was very, very, very helpful. And he's been by my side through everything up until now. And okay, um, well, we're not getting along right now, so, but you know, we have a kid together, so sometime we're gonna have to talk soon, I guess. But yeah, it's my little 15 and pregnant story. Actually, my birthday is June 11th, so Noah was born before or born before I turned 16, but I was close. And it's not easy being a teen mom, I'll tell you that. So, you know, if you can wait, or if you know that your relationship or your friendship with the guy that you got pregnant with, if you know that it's not going to work out, then and you think that you're not going to be able to do it on your own, you're not strong enough, and if he's not going to want to take the baby because you can't do it, then I would really recommend to give your baby up for adoption, because I know there's a lot of parents out there that can't have kids and would love to have yours. And I know there's a lot of foster homes out there that would take better care of your baby if you're not stable enough to, or you just know that you don't want to do it without him, or he knows that he doesn't want to do it without you. And whatever your situation is, if you just don't want your baby, don't get an abortion. Put it up for adoption. And I'm not saying that that was my thought and I'm like whatever thinking about it. Um, I don't know. I don't regret keeping Noah. I love him a lot. He's super duper cute. Right now he's sleeping, or else I would show him to you. Um, but yeah, that's my story, and I'm very, very, very happy that I've finally got my life on track, because through all the drama with Noah being born, and um, the school actually really helped me out with graduating from 10th grade. I didn't have to take any of my finals, which was a big relief because I had absolutely no time to study for any of them, because I was in the hospital for a week, and you're only supposed to be in the hospital for 3 days after your kid's born. But no, I had to stay there longer because stuff went on. So, anyways, um, I am 11th grader, junior, and I have a 3-month-old baby named Noah, and I have like I would have to say I have like a handful of best friends that I know aren't going to leave me. And even though everyone's like, oh yeah, it's been happening and you guys are going to get in fights, no, I know they're all going to stick by my side, because Even when we weren't friends, they were there for me. And that's when you know you guys are true friends. Friends or not, if they're there for you, they're true. So, Dylan and I are on talking terms, like I said before, and whatever, we'll figure it out eventually, hopefully, whatever. Um, and I got a job recently. I work at Boys and Girls Club. It's like a daycare center for 7-year-olds and up. And I'm really, really, really excited to start. I start Monday. And what else? Oh, I'm on DECA, and I'm on the student council, and I have my license, I have my own car, so I think I'm doing pretty good for being 16 and being a mom. I'm not only putting myself out there and trying to give myself the best I can for myself, but I'm also trying to give my baby the best he can have. And that's pretty much what you gotta do when you become a parent. So, whatever. Just patting myself on the back, telling myself that I can do it. And even though that some nights I cry myself to sleep and it gets really tough, I know that I can do it. And I just gotta remind myself that, I gotta stick it through for Noah. And that's pretty much it. So I will probably get back on Monday night or Tuesday to tell you about my first day of work because I've never actually had an actual job. So we'll see how that goes. Bye, guys.